Next up, at UFC Orlando, we have Eryk Anders taking on Kyle Daukaus. Eryk Anders, 14-7 overall, 1-3-1 in his last 5, and he's coming off that controversial loss to Jun Young Park. Kyle Daukaus, 11-3 overall, 2-2-1 in his last 5, and he's coming off that bad KO loss to Roman Dolidze. This main card, I'm liking the underdogs. I like Eryk Anders here, and he's a big guy. He hits hard. He can wrestle. He does keep his hands a little low, which is a problem, but I don't think it's a problem against Kyle freaking Daukaus. And I might just dislike Kyle Daukaus more than most, but other than snatching up a random submission, he's the one of the most least dangerous guys at middleweight. He's got like technical boxing, okay takedowns from the clinch, but Eryk Anders is an athlete. This dude is a legitimate athlete with power in his hands, the ability to take people down. I'd like to trust his jiu-jitsu. And in the last fight, I think a lot of us think he got robbed. So I think Eryk Anders gets it done. I think I might have had a small little money line bet on him, like a half a unit. I'll have to check if you're a premium member. If I have it, you'll see it there. You're making this face like Kyle Daukaus isn't a jiu-jitsu nerd, and you're the most anti-jiu-jitsu nerd of anybody I know. If Kyle Daukaus was an underdog in this fight, you would be like, I can't pick him for lock of the week because no more jiu-jitsu nerds. But he's the favorite, and you're like, he's going to dominate. What a fuck. Don't let the odds bully you into going against your gut. Tell me why this skinny, pale, see-through dork is going to win this fight against the man on the left. Go ahead. Tell me why. Tell me why.
My first concert ever was Backstreet Boys. I will tell you exactly what's gonna happen. When you watch that Anders fight versus the Turtle, right? And I don't want to mean, I've been in some Twitter spats with some fighters in the past, and I don't know if Eryk Anders is gonna watch this. I mean, no disrespect, Mr. Anders, when I say what I'm about to say. But in that fight, to me, he looked slow motion. He looked like he got tired after 3 or 4 minutes of these takedown attempts. And on almost every single takedown defense, the Turtle snatched up this dude's neck. And I assume his game plan is going to be a little bit different, knowing the jiu-jitsu prowess of Daukaus. But if he comes in with those sloppy takedowns, those sloppy, slow entries, Daukaus is known for he is known as the Darce Knight. He loves front chokes, guillotines, Darces, anacondas, whatever it is.
Speaking of jiu-jitsu nerd, that's the nerdiest jiu-jitsu name of all time.
The Darce Knight. Yeah, you didn't know that was his nickname?
That's top 5. No, I did not. That's so
I didn't make that up. His name is the Darce Knight.
God.
And for a reason. If Eryk Anders comes in with those sloppy takedowns, the neck is going to be there for the takedown. And even if he gets a takedown, which I think there might be situations where Kyle's pulling guillotine, he ends up on top. Kyle can sweep from the bottom and end up on top. He is not like a normal just pull guard looking for arm bars jiu-jitsu nerd. He will sweep to get advantageous positions. He did that against Phil Hawes. Phil Hawes took him down. Phil Hawes came in that fight and said, I want to show you I'm the better grappler. Took him down. Guess what happened? Daukaus swept him and ended up in full mount in the first round of that fight when Phil Hawes was still fresh. So even if Anders can get a takedown in this fight, he can easily get swept, and all of a sudden he is now being controlled by the Darce Knight in this fight. So I think Eryk Anders, he does have the power advantage, but his power seems slow to me. I got to imagine it's not like the Roman Dolidze very fast. He looks slow motion, quicksand, whatever it is to me. So yes, he has power. I don't think the power is going to be there. If he tries to wrestle, I see him getting submitted fairly easily by the Darce Knight. So yes, I do hate these jiu-jitsu nerds, but Kyle Daukaus is a guy that will sweep from the bottom to end up on top, and that is where I like my jiu-jitsu nerds, on top. So I love Kyle Daukaus in this matchup. I think if Kyle Daukaus loses this fight, I think he should be cut from the UFC because this is a perfect matchup for him. Somebody that's not super fast with his hands and wants to wrestle and is sloppy when he wrestles. I love Kyle Daukaus in this matchup, and I'm willing to look stupid, but I think he finds a sub, and I think he finds it early.
I might just be blinded by hate. I don't even know what my issue is with him. He seems like a nice enough guy. The style drives me nuts. That like unathletic, just desperate to grapple style just drives me nuts. He does have technical boxing. He has worked, and his brother is such a good striker. That's why it makes no sense. But whatever.
Right.
You and I are very split here. Very split. Very split.
Well, one of us is right, and one of us is just fat and stupid. That was me. I do apologize. That was a little much. That was a little much.
Incredibly rude. I like Eryk Anders at $7,100 in DraftKings. I'm gonna go throw up my dinner. Really work on myself. What do you think?
That's gonna be a long look in the mirror tonight. A long look in the mirror tonight.
What do you think of DraftKings?
That could have been your wake-up call.
I don't need a wake-up call. We'll take a picture you and I standing next to each other.
With the voice
take
crack.
a picture of us.
Need a wake-up call.
It must have been my internet. We'll take a picture of you and I standing next to each other, and we'll see who needs a little bit of a
Shirtless?
reality check.
Shirtless?
Okay. Fine with me.
Okay. Fine with me.
Done.
We'll do a little double buy.
No, done. This July, shirtless.
This July. Little Doug
All right,
Heffernan situation.
What do you think of DraftKings?
I like Daukaus. I think he can get sweeps even if he gets taken down. That's 5 points for sweeps, and I think he finds
$9,100 on this dude. This is like the meme where they're like, good luck telling non-UFC fans that the guy on the right beats the guy on the left. This is what that is. Look at this.
I mean,
dude.
Kyle
Look
Daukaus
at
has
him.
a sweet tattoo on that forearm. I don't know if you see that poking through. That's a tough dude.
That's
You put a
just
T-shirt
more-
on that guy, and he's a tough dude.
That's just more jiu-jitsu nerd nonsense. That's
Well, maybe
really
like
all
a
that
three,
is.
maybe not a T-shirt, maybe like a 3/4 sleeve, and then he's a tough dude. And maybe like a ski mask. Then he's a tough dude. Then he's a tough dude.
And whatever shoulder surgery is needed to fix whatever's going on there.
He's got pointy
And then-
shoulders, man. I mean,
and then
imagine
bang,
he starts
that's your-
getting in the shoulder strikes. Holy
He might
shit.
have that same elbow camel toe that you have going on. Just skin and then bones.